Here with fifth-year head coach volleyball team Tyson Norton, and coach, just give us a state of the program going into match week number 1.
Yeah, week 1. It's been a great training camp for us. We have 17 in the gym, and it's just all about building those connections on and off the court. It's a resilient group that's been able to work through each element of the game together, where we're talking about our offense and defense and how do we get a little bit better, how do we get that 1% better off the court. We've done a number of team activities. We went camping together. We did a lot of stuff that's a little bit different for us, and so building those things off the court, transition on the court, just by building those relationships a little bit deeper. We have a number of players that are returning, which is awesome. It allows us to be more on the same page with a number of things, and when we have to address it, it's like, oh yeah, that's what that means, and we're still looking for that clarity each and every day. Onboarding 3 new players has been pretty seamless. I think they did a nice job over the summer connecting and building those relationships again. But roster-wise, I think we're as deep as we've ever been in the program, and a lot of competition in each position.
Yeah, let's kind of break down the position groups, just starting with defensive line, setters, and your hitters.
Yeah, we got 3 solid liberos in the gym, and they're competing for their spots. We got kind of Vanessa, who's been our starting libero the last few years, and she's looking to finish her senior year really strong. And we're with her on that aspect of it. She's a loud voice in our gym, good leadership skills, and she's been supported by Riley and Taylor on that growth from that libero position each and every day. Setters-wise, we got 3 of them in the gym. We got Masha, Claire, and Peyton. Again, that's a position that, with our former setter graduating, kind of up for grabs, and it's been a battle and competition each and every day. And how do we connect with each of our hitters, with each of our setters, and within our tempo is pretty quick, and so making sure everybody understands what we're looking for in that. With our middles, with Chidera, Lindy, and Vanessa, we're as physical in that spot as we've ever been. So there's a lot of positives in that front. I know we can run a quick offense, and they're going to be a big part of it. They got good heat, good range, and so how do we get them more involved with our offense? And then our pin group, we got 8 healthy bodies kind of working through those spots, and so we're training on the right side, we're training on the left side. We have Delaney Gash coming back again, who's been highlighted this past season with the number of volume sets that she's gotten, and she's been producing as a high-level point scorer for us, and so that's awesome. Getting her on the same page with our other outsides in that spot has just been such a good experience for that pin group to learn from her and kind of share experiences. We got Sarah and Lynn, Lauren, and Jesse, Ruby. We got freshman Noelle coming in as a pin, playing on left and right. We got Jordan holding that right side spot, and then Key, one of our new players. Again, it's just been a good experience, kind of learning and growing from each other.
Talk a little bit about the non-conference schedule, how it's going to prepare you for MAC play in the long run.
Our non-conference is set up pretty well. I think there's some challenging matches. I think there's some mid-majors that have been very successful, especially this first weekend with ETSU and Liberty. We've got a P4 team up there in Auburn, and so it's a good challenge opening weekend. And then we kind of play a bunch of mid-major similar type programs, and so not only in our gym, but in the preseason, we want to steel iron sharpened iron mentality, and so we want to play good teams, and so we can grow and learn, and we're going to fail and then get back up and do it again and be resilient as we learn throughout this preseason.
What is it? You've been 1-2 games out of reaching the MAC tournament the last 4 years. What is it going to take to ensure that the Zips are playing for that MAC championship come late November?
Yeah. One match short last year, and so I think that's something that we felt we've had some unfinished business in that aspect of it. So learning that lesson, do we want to put ourselves back in that situation? Do we want to be grinding for the last 2 weeks of, hey, we got to win out, we have to do this day in, day out? And so taking care of each and every match with the same intensity, same focus, doesn't matter who we're playing, if they're looking at the standings, it's top teams or lower ranked teams or where we're at in those standings, but how do we show up each and every day to be at our best, and when the lights are shining brightest, how do we go do that? And so we flex back on our practice plans and scouting reports and film, and how do we go tinker with some things so we're fresh as we can going into MAC play and going into the last few weeks of the season.
And lastly, Coach, what are you most looking forward to this upcoming year?
I'm looking forward to, it's a great group. So it's the connections, the stories, like they're so funny. And so there's always something on a boat, on a road trip or something that they just create the environment of, man, that's a pretty funny story to walk away with. And just leaving it on the court. I know the group's super competitive, and so how far can we go and how high can we reach are some of the things I'm looking forward to.
Appreciate the time, Coach. Good luck this year.
Thank you.